Hello there everyone and welcome back. It's time to give Eldar a try. I finished up with the orcs for now anyway. They will be back. I'm not done with them. I am eager to get some real challenges, some real good old orky fighting as it were. But for now, we're going to try out the Eldar for a week and we're going to see what progress we can make. And to be honest, this is probably the race I'm most excited about playing because of how micro-intensive they are since, well, to put it quite frankly, they're very cooldown centric. They have almost no weaponry that aren't involved in a cooldown sort. The pulsar is like a 20-second cooldown. They have torpedoes, and then they have their fighters, which they're really good at. And then everything else is a bunch of weak little pulsars, which I imagine, or well, star cannons. I call them pulsars for crying out loud, I think, which are just mainly for cleaning up and finishing off any weakened targets, basically, from what I can understand. So, we're going to get started with this, and I think I'm going to start off with two Auroras, which are my, Pulsar Torpedo Cruisers, and then Solaris for my third one there, kind of like to serve more of a utility support role, or maybe later on, as we get developed. Personally though, I'm tempted to go with three Auroras, but I don't know if I want a second Solaris or not. So I'm really uncertain how I want to go about that, but we'll go with this strategy for now. And what I understand from the skill slots, everyone that I go up against uses fail maneuvers. To be perfectly honest, while it's perfectly good for like doing quick hit and runs, I'm really considering whether Augur Disruptor might be good. It allows me to avoid getting detected in theory, to get a closer range to get a massive torpedo barrage off, which is really where the majority of the damage is going to be coming from these type of ships. I just don't feel comfortable with the fact that it's only 7,500 range. It's really pushing the limit on disrupting multiple ships, which really, if they're spread out any, that's not going to work very well. So I think I'm not going to do that. But that's where my mind is heading. If only it was a little bit more range, a little more reliable to get that on multiple ships, I might do that. But Fail's maneuver definitely is like the popular one, the safe one, because you could just immediately turn yourself around and just run away to get your cooldowns back up for another run. Not to mention the fact this thing has like a 30-second cooldown, so it times up so perfectly well with the pulsars, I think. This, on the other hand, being more support-centric, I think I'm going to give it the extra fighter squads, which of course is as it sounds. It gets extra fighters, so I can focus the actual fighter bay, the ordnance launcher, what do they call this thing? The launch bays. Okay, they actually didn't call them ordnance launch bay or something. That actually can focus them to be strictly bombers. Otherwise, nothing else needs to be said. We're going to get this start, and hopefully, with how micro-intensive, control-centric these things are going to be, I hope I'm ready for what's about to come. Orcs are pretty generic. They're really slow, they're cumbersome, and all they do is just fly at the enemy and hopefully you kill them. More often than not. These guys, I need to be really focused, otherwise they die immediately because they lack shields. They have a different form of defense altogether, but since they don't have shields, they're easily bored and vulnerable to getting like weaponry and components destroyed. So, and we're fighting Space Marines. This sounds like a good combo. I am contemplating if I want to take out one of the cruisers for frigates, but this is an easy way to start at least, and it allows me to focus. What am I trying to say? It makes it easier to control is really the only justification I have for two cruisers and the experience. Otherwise, I feel like maybe having frigates might be good to kind of like hit from multiple angles, especially broads, hitting them on the side with the torpedoes. We shall see. The galaxy is my oysters as well, because I'm going to be doing a lot of the... I'm going to be picking and choosing how I engage the Space Marines here, so... It will remain to be seen how efficient I am at that, though. So, without a doubt, he's got two cruisers, I want to say. Two light cruisers. I'm almost certain of that, so that makes my job easy there. The real question is, how am I going to get those torpedoes off? Because firing just at the maximum pulsar range is not going to be very reliable. Although, even though he has heavy armor, I pretty much counter his armor strategy. It's just a matter of avoiding a lot of his damage and not running into a minefield. But let's give this a try. I even get the benefit, well, outside of this lagginess that I'm witnessing, of being able to fly and boost my thrusters without getting revealed. Oh, this is going to be one of those matches. My ping is good, but yet apparently I'm seeing endless warping, so I don't understand what's going on there. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. This might not be a smart idea because the other cruiser may very well just cover if I were to try to hit from multiple sides. And this lag is irritating to say the least because I don't know how much that's actually slowing me down. But let me make sure my ships are set up. And also, I should have set up their firing pattern there because I don't want this focusing target toggle on, quite frankly. Because it's pretty important for getting the pulsars off easily to just turn that off for efficient control. Until the end. So, I'm ready to go in there. They're gonna board me to hell, so I gotta be careful of that. And they're spread out, so... Geez, that lag is irritating. I apologize for being thrown off so much. Okay, that's good. We're gonna fire more torpedoes. We're gonna fire on this. Get this ready. Torpedoes sadly are not gonna hit. Now, what about pulsars? How close are we to pulsars? If the lag decides to hold up. And of course, that didn't work very well for me, so I might as well evade, because apparently my pulsars didn't activate until I got within range to get identified, so that's a little bug I'm going to have to keep an eye on, because that seems really counterintuitive. Although, and this lag might be getting me killed right now, too, because I'm not noticing it for his fighters anyway bouncing, if I were to be perfectly honest. I am getting torpedo hits, though, although trying to hit pulsars on two separate things might not be a good idea. But I am getting armor damage, so I'm fine with this. And again, lag is a bit of a nuisance, because I don't know how that's affecting my torpedoes, if I were to be perfectly honest. So, you can fire... Damn it! For a moment, I thought the torpedo was aimed properly. This is irritating to say the least. Yes, Commander. And why is your toggle on? Did I tell you to do that? I don't think I did, you stupid thing. Move at full speed. And look, it automatically toggled it on. Why aren't you staying off? That would make my life so much easier if you did that. Oh well, I got torpedoes back up. I don't know if that worked well or not, but of course, apparently not. Stupid Lacey. This is one of the big gripes with, of course, multiplayer with a high mobility type of race, is that they are not very effective if you suffer any form of latency. So that's going to suck a bit. Torpedoes are going to get a nice hit in, if not 1, 2 hits. That's okay. That I'm okay with. Not using failed maneuvers just yet. I can keep that on cooldown for later. So, pulsars are in. Yes, Commander. Alright, so he's getting irritated to say the least. Until the end. And he is trying to bore me, and thankfully, I can at least shoot those fighters down some, so that helps. And he is getting bored of this, which is a bit of a problem. I got really good torpedo hits in, but dang it. Is the lag killing me is what I seriously gotta know, because I am outmaneuvering these things, supposed to be a lot faster than them. Which apparently is not really true if you look at the facts here, what's happening. Nope. Why aren't you shooting at that thing? Damn, that was a whiff. And the focus fire thing again turned on. Why? In all seriousness, why did it turn on again? This is irritating. I'll be glad when this damn match is over. Cause this does not seem accurate. Cause look, oh my god, I can't be the only one who thought that was gonna hit, right? Right? Huh. This, yeah. And now my latency is up for some reason. This is not what I want. And it's not helping me win this match. I almost want to consider conceding just because it is hurting my control quite significantly to do this. And also I had retros on. Yes, so how do I do this? Because the fire's gone, my repairs won't be up for another like 80 seconds, so... Can I at least get this torpedo aimed right? That looks like it was a good hit. I don't know what's with this latency though. Yes, I'm complaining about probably a little too much. But I'm going to assume this is, if I lose, this is probably why I lose. And I heavily damaged that thing with an amazing torpedo, I gotta say. But this is the really risky thing with Eldar, is trying to get in close. And why isn't that staying off? I want to assume that may be a latency thing as well. Because I want to fire, I can't trust it to actually hit the target for me. Yes, Commander. So, did I kill myself there ramming it, or what the hell just happened? Because I killed one, I just don't know if it did anything for me or not. Okay, thankfully it did not get rammed, but it doesn't want to board. I apologize for this horrible, horrible match. But I am doing good, and repairs are about to come back up. And boost is coming up. Which gets me killed again, apparently, because... apparently, the assault fighters did manage to board me. And I am on fire, but I got more torpedoes for that. I'm in good shape. Stop your cheating shenanigans or whatever the hell you're doing. I will have none of it, although he's probably not cheating. I just like to say it just to make myself feel better. Come on. Just fire the damn thing already. There. Boost out, run. Get ready to turn around. I did boost out, but I am in good shape to hit him. Potentially. If this works. What the hell was that? And I nearly hit my own ship as a result of that latency. That you do not want. I'm gonna have to abandon this. Yes, Commander. The temp is no good there. Oh my god, now my ships are going full circle. What the hell is this shenanigans? Well, I knew Eldar were highly advanced, but going around, flying backwards, I don't think was one of their effects. Maybe the server's gone horribly wrong. Server just died, wow. Clearly there's some weird shenanigans going on there, and the sad thing is I don't get any experience as a result. Damn it. Even under those kind of conditions, victory was denied from me. I guess we have no choice but to try again, shall we? And hope that the results are better, or maybe the server's acting up. Maybe it's a bad day to try and do some 1v1s. And this is going to be interesting. I got more Eldar to fight. So this is going to be amusing. I think I almost want to consider just going with my Solaris, maybe? Because pulsars and torpedoes is risky, but what the hell would this thing be good for? I know large number of weaponry is good for technically breaking through the holofield, but I honestly have no idea how to deal with that. And I'm not sure if the pulsars are affected by the holofield or not. I want to assume no. Torpedoes would be good too, but only if I can get close. This is probably a stupid idea. But I don't feel confident with 2 Auroras with Pulsar and having to fly straight at them to do damage. At least with the numbers advantage, I can get behind them with one of my frigates and shoot them that way, either on the side or from behind. That's what I like to try. That's my strategy for this match, is try to get him from hit him from all angles, ideally. I don't know how effectively it's going to work, because he's going to be able to easily tell which is cruiser and which are frigates because of speed difference. So it's probably not very reliable for me. Especially if I activate my Dark Squad. So I may want to leave him suspense a little bit and not activate that right away. Even though he's going to notice right away, let's be fair. So he's got 2 ships.
Until the end.
I don't know where's a good spot to fly to.
Moving to that location.
But I want to try him from multiple angles, ideally. So you're going to be Group 3. Got to keep in mind I have torpedoes on one of them.
Yes, Commander.
So this is going to be interesting.
The Eldar stand ready.
And I don't want to stand still actually either, because of how easily he can just murder me if I'm not careful. I do want to surround him and all that though, so trying to micromanage these 2 groups to hit in proper fashion. Again, I forgot the settings tab, which to be honest I don't think it'll let me switch that out, if I so wish.
At your service.
So yeah, obviously 2 cruisers, I don't need to know that.
Yes, Commander.
I'll launch my own, get that going. And now get ready to hit him. Attempt to anyway.
Yes, Commander.
Now the real problem is, how do I detect him? That would make it easy to try and hit him. Actually, so
The Eldar stand ready.
so let's see. They'll fight each other, that's fine. Oh, that was the worst type of beacon he could have done. Apparently, because it's going to be an interesting game of cat and mouse, that much is certain.
As you wish.
The torpedo's not going to do much, but it might deter him a little bit. I don't know how the hell I'm going to engage, I'm going to be perfectly honest. Because I have no way to detect, and he just blew his means of detecting, so...
Swiftly.
Again.
We have found the enemy.
So let's bomb them. They can warp jump me all they want there.
Stealth is the key to success.
And sadly, that did not do crap, which is anyone really surprised?
We ride the solar wind.
And I did lose one of my Unkarad fighters there.
Yes, Commander.
Oh wait, that wasn't the... No, that was the one with the torpedoes, which isn't really a bad thing.
We obey.
But sadly, my fighters are doing crap.
Move at full speed.
And of course, that thing's getting murdered because of damn bombers. And also, since he's flying away from me, my bombers aren't going to do any damage to him either.
Yes, Commander, we obey. To the void with you.
So yeah, this may have been a bad idea. That's a little unfortunate.
At your service.
Yeah, what the hell am I supposed to do here? My own fighters are useless because he could just fly away.
You wish.
And now he's focus firing them, so the only thing I got going for me is to get behind him.
Move at full speed.
And I just ran myself, which is irritating.
Eldar stand ready. Moving to that
And I did set them to focus damage there, so...
until the end.
And of course this thing turned on there now.
Void is our home now.
So that thing's gonna die immediately, I think, if I'm not careful.
Acknowledge.
And I don't think, yeah, that's still gonna hit me, but I am sort of safe. And he just killed himself.
Setting
Now, mine just died too, did it? So, I won, but still, I don't know how to take that. The frigates in the back are a good idea, but they have to get behind them first, and I have to be able to punish them, which a Solaris isn't going to do, so maybe an Aurora was a good idea. But maybe just a single one. And now, it was destroyed, unfortunately. That sucks. Even though I won, it still got destroyed. Boo. So I get no experience after 2 matches. That is irritating. Although, I guess next time I don't even use Solaris? Maybe? I don't know what's the best route for that, or maybe I just go full anti-fighter defense, because after all, he does outnumber me with 2 carriers, basically, with squadrons, so maybe I just rely on the raw firepower and shoot down the bombers with my own fighters, maybe? Have 2 waves of fighters going. Only thing I can think of, anyway. Nonetheless, I am forced to go with Auroras now for the next match, so hopefully it gives me something that would be effective with pulsar and torpedoes. And yeah, getting isolate there, that's really tricky to execute, especially when he can just get close with a massive burst of speed in a real hurry. And now we got Chaos, so this might be good for torpedoes, but he has a lot of long range. So this is going to be really hard to capitalize on, because it relies so much on not getting detected, really, because he could just keep shooting me as I'm running away. He has the range for it. I can deal with fighters easily enough by boosting away, but not lances. I do have hollow fields, I know that, but they are eventually going to start hitting me when I keep weaving in and out. Still a question of whether I can do the damage before he does. Or more damage than him, rather. And again, I forgot to change this, so let me do that. It doesn't seem to want to stay that way, though, for some reason, so can't comment too much on that. And I keep rushing into it. I haven't bothered to change the settings on them manually. Eldar are definitely going to be one of the more difficult fleets to kind of get used to, especially at lower levels, because these things are fragile, that's for sure. And trying to hit from the left and right is not going to be reliable, because it makes it difficult to focus on one target because there's another one right in the way, and this asteroid field does not help me. So I'm going to boost forward there. I want to try to get as much distance away from this asteroid field as I can. And we'll see what he does. I don't want to fire torpedoes because this is a really point to firing them. He's just going to be able to dodge them unless I want to maneuver him somewhere. Only thing I could think of is maneuver him to the left some. Or if he doesn't, then just make him like spread out. And if he spreads out, then I easily isolate him. It looks like he's doing just that. Well, that's easy enough to dodge.
The void is our home now.
I just gotta be ready to fly on out.
Destroy them.
Thank God I at least have some form of latency now. You know you can hit him. Turn. There.
Move at full speed.
So.
Void is our home
The torpedoes are not working as I expected, mainly because I did not consider it, and of course,
swiftly.
every time I seem to target with them, they automatically just want to turn on the focus fire thing,
Commander.
which doesn't help with my control very much, because that's what I'm trying to use to
Stop.
get the controls attack I like.
Moving to that location.
Because like right now, oh, that was premature.
Cruising speed.
I was under the impression for some reason that would hit.
At your service.
Turn that off for me, please. I don't need that crap on. He boosted out there, that's fine. It's going to be that game of cat and mouse. Not a whole lot I can do, but I know where he's at.
Until the end.
And he has to boost out if he wants to come after me.
Acknowledged.
Do have an easy way to turn around. Nope, he is boosting out again, so that's fine. Let him burn all his boosters.
Move at full speed.
And you can turn around.
Ride the solar winds. The Eldar.
Come on, torpedoes.
Cruising speed.
Fire torpedoes, force him to move out. And he does have fighters. That got damage. I'll have boosters up in a moment. And that will allow me... Well, he just shoots them all down anyway, so not a big deal.
Stealth is the key.
Well, was supposed to, then I just immediately lost an engine for some reason.
Yes, Commander.
Don't ask me why that is, but okay.
Full stop.
Come on. This is not going the way I would like.
Our home now.
Torpedoes didn't do crap for damage. That was a bad maneuver there. And I know the other one's around somewhere. Solid Rain, of course, it lost an engine.
We obey.
So this is not going to be a very good engagement.
We ride the solar wind.
Fire torpedoes and run. That will be a good hit.
Moving to that location.
3 torpedoes, I like it.
We have found the enemy. Setting sail.
So, let's try and do this again with more torpedoes. Actually, you keep on moving. I don't need you to do that. Anything.
We ride the solar winds.
Now, that forces you to turn around if you don't want to get hit.
Swiftly.
Come on.
Acknowledged.
I know you have an engine damage, but that doesn't mean you can't dodge this.
Moving to that location.
There. Eldar are annoying, needless to say, but that's kind of okay to an extent. Let him burn his thrusters. Because when he does burn them out, he can't dodge.
As you wish.
Although he is boosting out there, unfortunately.
Till the end.
And my weapons are getting damaged, so...
Swiftly. Until the end.
I'm going to have to rely on my torpedoes a little bit, because Pulsar's put me a little bit too close when he has like a lot of boosters to utilize.
Acknowledged.
And torpedoes are about to come up, so this is going to be awkward. Because I am limping quite a bit, and that does not help me very much.
Move at full speed.
So I'm about to get in another corner here. I need to fire more torpedoes off. Now,
Eldar
and again, why is this stupid focus fire on? I did not ask for this.
Yes, Commander. We
And it's irritating as hell. Just point the thing, shoot the pulsars, and then let me go. Simple concept. Why is the AI assuming I want that on?
Yes, Commander.
And of course, turning it on was pointless, but I did silent run, so I'm okay here.
Until the end.
Definitely a game of cat and mouse, but not a whole lot of choice I have, and his thrusters are probably off.
Cruising speed. Yes.
Alright, eat some more torpedoes, will ya? Unfortunately, my limping ship is unfortunately limping.
The void is our home now.
Okay, I have to get out of here. I don't really have much of a choice in the matter. I'm gonna have to let it go. I don't really have much of a choice. Because it's sure as hell not gonna get any other means.
We ride the solar winds.
So torpedoes are definitely not gonna hit there, but they can do damage they need to.
Swiftly.
Yeah, and of course stasis bomb's a bit in the way, so...
Moving to that location.
Did I do any damage? Probably not, if I were to guess. Because pulsars are unreliable here. They don't have the range to, like, especially with no other ships to potentially flank.
We ride the solar
That's the
winds.
big downside of having my two cruisers together like I was. You have no way to punish him by for anyone but boosting towards me like he is.
We obey.
So I'm gonna hide in there.
Our home now.
I hope that torpedo was not a whiff, because it was trying to turn around as soon as I teleported. I did get a hit, but it didn't look like it did damage it needed to. This is gonna be slow as hell. I was doing so well forward, then I immediately lost engines at the very start of the match. I didn't even think those bombers could have hit me. They seemed like they were far enough. Either way, I need to try and focus on that one cruiser, and at least even the odds, if I can do that. Although with all his fighters, I might... Yeah, with all his fighters, he has like 4 wings of fighters, so it's not like my torpedoes are gonna really do a whole lot. But I can easily boost right through that without a problem. I don't know how I'm supposed to be able to engage, though. Torpedoes are useless. Pulsar, a single pulsar is not going to get through the shields without heavy risk of damage. So I am silent running, so I can at least get outmaneuver them to an extent until I engage. And I don't know if that revealed my position or not. I want to say it didn't, but I don't want to say. Let's see. Fire torpedoes, that's... Yeah, fighters of course are going to shoot them down, no surprise. Don't really have much any option to kill this thing. I really am wishing I didn't get that critical hit on my other cruiser. Because even Solaris is not going to do anything. Frigates would be kind of nice, but he could just bomb them. So that's a bit of a problem. So evade them, let it burn his thrusters, but he has so many fighters, not a lot I can do. I don't even after I hit with pulsars, I can't do crap. There's only one way to do this, really. And that's to get close as hell and try and get out, but torpedoes did crap, go figure. I am stealth to get rid of the other bombers at least. And that's not quite heavily damaged, so I think he can repair. So I gotta do something about those dang... I have to get really damn close if I'm gonna kill this thing, in all honesty. There's only one way to do this. Yes, Commander, we obey. So I know what to do. Swiftly. Does it pay off or not? Perfect! Now silent running and everyone goes home. He did his bombers at least are on cooldown. He may get shots on me, but I don't think any of my engines are crippled at least. So I'm in good shape there at least, if nothing else. I'm silent running, so now I'm invisible until he decides to use his dang boosters again. He does have more mobility than me, though, is the only problem because of those boosters. Yeah, this is not a problem. I can dodge this bomb easily enough. We're slowly gained there. Unfortunately for everyone watching. What can I say? He has 2 waves of fighters. That's one thing I can count on. Now, can I boost in here, mask myself, and then get ready to ambush him at point-blank range? Not with. I have to wait for my boosters to come off cooldown to do any real damage. So we're gonna play Eldar the proper way. We're gonna get in close and personal and just murder his sorry ass. Don't ask me how. As you wish. That was probably not as close as I like, unfortunately. Probably could have gone a little more aggressive if I did get a hit. And engines are crippled for another 30 seconds, so this probably be the death of me here, just because of the damn engines. And sadly, I don't think I have anything like belt armor to kind of keep hitting. It is working though. I did even the odds, which helps some, but only a small bit. You should have gotten lances for crying out loud. I can outmaneuver your fighters. I know firsthand how ineffective fighters can be from boosting around. So let's see. I got my boosters on. Can I turn around and shoot them? Torpedoes I don't think did any damage, which is unfortunate. So what I really need to do is hit them from the side to kind of keep the damage going. Much more likely for the torpedoes to hit. Now I just gotta outmaneuver him. Unless he wants to run. If he's, because I am the underdog here. Just because if I make any mistake, I'm pretty much screwed. That much is a certainty. So he kind of knows where I am. Maybe he's guessing. He's waiting for his bombers. So that's what it looks like it's happening. There. Now torpedoes sadly are a whiff. That's unfortunate. He is making mistakes though. He just took 300 damage from that, so that's less defensive weapons for my torpedoes to hit at least. So I got that going. So you can fire those macro batteries all you want. I just gotta keep an eye on my torpedoes. He blew his lock-on trait, so I can evade him easily enough. Now I need more torpedoes. Which they'll be up in 5 seconds. We're both at half health. I know he burnt his repairs there, like, about the same time I have, so I need his broadside. I need his broadside so I can get the best chance to hit him. There. It's working. The fighters are still coming after me though, but I'm full shape. Slowly chipping them down. This is kind of how Eldar is supposed to fight. Especially when I have no other bigger cruisers with more... Well, everything is basically has pulsars, so really... This is kind of their playstyle. I just lack other ships. And he killed one of my engines, which is a bit of a problem. Just a little bit. So, how do I want to do this? Okay, I think we're going all in.
The void is our home now.
I know what I want to do. Goodbye.
Commander, we obey.
Yeah, I know, slow, repetitive, and boring as hell. But it's how Eldar works. I just wish I had more flexibility, more ships. This is kind of why I was hesitant for 2 cruisers, to be honest. But in all honesty, would frigates have been better? I'd be able to outnumber them, but bombers would immediately kill my frigates. That's the problem. Really, that's just like a level 1 problem, I feel like. Because once I get higher level and more ships, I have more opportunities to kind of outmaneuver than just being stuck with 2 cruisers. But then again, I kind of failed by keeping them close together, didn't I? Let's be perfectly honest. Not exactly an exciting start. Especially with that damn late sea at the beginning. I apologize. But I managed to turn around with what felt like I was the massive underdog. Getting my engines crippled with the 1 cruiser so early on. Yeah, but that was a good learning experience for me personally. Can't comment on anyone who watched through that. So I'm going to upgrade the cooldowns for obvious reasons. And let's see, which one... I think I want the resonating crystals, because at least then 1 cruiser's pulsar can actually go through the entirety of the shields rather than leave it potentially up. I would imagine was the 15 damage, so 30 seconds for 2 of them. That's the only reason I want this, is so that way it can do that. Belt armor seems so tempting though, because of what just happened there. I'm not gonna lie. Belt armor sounds more tempting. I think I'm gonna go with that. It may be stupid because of the fact that, because of their fragile trait, where is it? Let's see. Yeah, they have critical hit chances basically doubled on them, so, which means more chances to lose an engine, so I question this, but I feel like after what happened last match, I kind of need this. I'm not gonna lie. And now, for a cruiser, I could choose for more torpedoes, which kind of saved my ass there, or launch bays, fighters. I like torpedoes. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a fan of torpedoes, so I think we're gonna go this route for the time being. And we are finally done with that, I think. So, we're gonna have the sails, and I want to experiment with this auger disruptor. It allows me to gain closer, more point-blank range with the torpedoes, and he has less opportunity to respond to it, let alone send bombers after me.